the freaking man!
Hey guys!
This is the fourth and final part of the worst parts in the Arkham games, so let's get it. Not having Paul Dini as a recurring writer for this game was a huge red flag, because you could already notice the difference of the storytelling between Arkham Knight and the quality of the previous two games, City and Asylum. Paul Dini was a guy who knew his stuff and was very vital to the game series, so this was a huge bummer. Another thing is, I don't know exactly the amount of time the Batmobile gets used throughout the entire story, especially if someone wants to achieve 100%, but we all felt like it had overstayed its welcome, no? I mean, it made Batman look way too reliant on the Batmobile, that without the Batmobile, he's just some common thug. Yeah, more like a common vigilante. That's better. And personally, I would have liked it better if the Batmobile was only used to take control of the island, and just in general used for fun and free roam to get from A to B, or the chases that you do when you're stopping the thugs. Now, who at Rocksteady thought that a Batmobile fight against Deathstroke, an expert at martial arts, would be a great idea? Because that was really a shit idea. I was so let down because Origins handled him way better, which is still a memorable fight that people talk about a lot today. And not to mention, a lot of the villains in this game were either reduced to pursuits, predator encounters, QTEs, and cutscenes. That's really appalling how much substance they lacked to this section of this game. I mean, they could have done much more boss fights. I think Arkham Knight has the most villains, and a lot of them are not even boss fights. What is this? Hush, as well, was meant to play a bigger role in Arkham Knight. That was literally revealed in City. Definitely would have been a cooler dynamic if Hush was like, you know, fighting against Bruce Wayne, while Scarecrow was fighting against Batman. That would have made the story ultimately better, but unfortunately, Hush gets reduced to a QTE, being folded into Azrael was also another huge setup from the prequel, that he had been watching Batman, you know, to take over as the vigilante of Gotham, something like that, because Batman was going to have some sort of prophecy happen to him, right? Or something on those lines. But in this game, depending on what you choose, you either get him arrested for trying to kill Batman, or he starts his vendetta to go against the Order of Saint Dumas, which we didn't even get to see. It's like a huge build-up to just about nothing. Like, who's that guy's name? Right, Hush. Azrael deserved literally a solo game, or at least a DLC hinting to an actual game, because it was very interesting. Another thing they could have made was definitely free roaming with the Bat Family. I know that's very possible via mods or certain glitch you use in a challenge map, but an official free roam thing in the actual city of Gotham would have been fun. I mean, they knew it was their final Batman game, so it would have made perfect sense just to add it in for fun. I'm not gonna go over it, but like Robin, Catwoman, and Nightwing that you could play as in like the maps and stuff, they were nerfed from Arkham City. Like, if you take a look at the gadgets, some I felt were removed, and some just had really constricted movement. Like Catwoman felt much smoother and had access to a bit more options, but Knight's version just kind of removes that. I don't know why. Though the only character that was actually normal enough was Batgirl, but they definitely deserved a better upgrade. There were many more outdoor stealth predator encounters, I felt, so it was actually quite cheap and easier, because if you got spotted you could just fly out of bounds, you know, for the AI not to recognize you anymore, and it just makes the predators like less challenging, less rewarding, because you can just instantly get spotted and then poof, I'm gone, and then you come back like 2 seconds later and nobody knows where you are. Because this game's AI definitely is much more complex than Arkham City, so it would have been so much fun compared with all the different types of militia that was there. That would have been much cooler if there were more indoor predator encounters to test your abilities. And the final point, Batman Arkham Knight. That's the name of this game, right? But who was the main antagonist? Was it Arkham Knight or was it Scarecrow? The guy who actually was the true villain of the game. Should have called it probably Batman Arkham Scarecrow, but that doesn't sound cool, does it? So I guess it makes sense they had to just call it Batman Arkham Knight, you know, just so it sounds cool. But yeah, what am I saying? Anyway, this was the final part, like I mentioned at the beginning. So do be sure to like leave a comment if you think there's something you want to add or something I made a mistake of. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video soon. Stay awesome.